Welcome to the recipe. I am your host, The Red Knight, and this is an Xbox podcast. Today is the Xbox Developer Direct, and I ain't gonna say the long awaited because Xbox just killed it at the Game Awards. Before that, they had that Partner Direct in November, so it's just been back to back shows where Xbox has been showing out. And yeah, today's gonna be just another one of those. And yeah, welcome to this week's podcast. You see me all on camera. It's been a minute, but I see Duke Togo in the chat. I usually order pizza for big wrestling and game events. I'm gonna start reprogramming my mind to eat healthy during events instead. Starting today. That's good, man. That's real good. Oatmeal with chia seeds and blueberries. Dude, we kind of ate the same thing today. So that's a good thing. Look, man, be healthy in 2024. You got to be healthy in order to get to these games. You want to be alive to play them. So yeah, this thing hasn't started yet on my side. Maybe it will soon enough. But I'm just getting all the volume in order. Yeah, everything good now. So yeah, shout out to everybody who coming through to tune in with yours truly. Hopefully this thing starts now. I mean, I could back out. This is the one. Yeah, this is the one. I actually went through last year's, to have my expectations right. And yeah, I loved last year's, and looking back, Redfall was in there, by the way, and you know what that turned like. So hopefully none of these games are gonna be Redfall, and I don't think any of them will because Aura actually looks really good. I've been eating badly. I feel you. This is Wolves Den saying that my body been trashed because I haven't taken good care of it under recent stress. Chia seeds lately in the oatmeal, man. So, oh, you could nah. When I turned on the Xbox, it popped up on the console. Like, do you want to watch? I press yeah, it threw me right here. So then I just went back and I went to my watch list because I had the video there anyway. So it should be starting though. It's 2:59. We'll see. You got 34K people waiting right here. I guess they'll probably do that whole countdown situation. Yo, I hate the countdown music. Hate it. And the thing is, you could change that, but people never really do. I'm guilty of not changing it either. I used to, but now I just be like, man, just train. I wish you could just save a different one. Click the top. But is it playing for you? Because it's three already. So I don't know what's going on. Premiere will begin shortly. Come on. There we go. Oh boy. Yo, y'all want me to do y'all a favor? I'm gonna do y'all a favor right now. Y'all gonna thank me for this. y'all gonna appreciate this so much. There you go. Y'all don't hear that shit no more, right? That's good. Yo, nah, this is the what's his name? The Prince of Persia character. Oh, I can't remember his name right now. But anyway, yeah, that's that haircut. What's good, everybody, man? Thanks for coming through. All right, here we go. Put that volume back. That music is just the worst. I wonder what they starting with. Uh oh. This is what they did last year, which was awesome. Dude, I used to talk about like going through the studios in Nintendo Directs back when they started. Like they should do that more, and you can actually see like the behind the scenes. So I actually like seeing the hallways and stuff like that. You know, it shows the real people behind the actual games. Why not? Sargon, there you go. Sargon. Literally the game I've been playing the most and I forgot his name. I'm horrible with names, yo. I'm like always been. Here we go. What they starting with? People probably like, yo, oh, are they gonna start in that order? People probably like start with Aura just because. But they starting with. I knew they weren't gonna. They're not gonna start with Aura and they're not gonna finish with. But Aura looks crazy too, even though it's not a genre I play. Shit, if it comes to console Game Pass, I'll play it. Why not? I'll try it because visually it looks stunning. But now it's time for that Avowed.
Welcome to Obsidian Entertainment. I'm so proud to share with you our upcoming fantasy
So clean
action
the way they do
RPG,
these.
Avowed. Avowed is an adventure into the heart of the living lands, a frontier at the edge of the known world. where
Rohan
you
can
must
never
put a
help
stop
himself.
to a mysterious spiritual plague
He said
and discover a
they
secret
try to. He said
in the
Microsoft
heart
trying
of
to
the
be like
living lands.
Sony. How? Sony don't do this. They don't put on
Obsidian,
shows.
We love creating worlds with deep themes,
And if they do, they haven't
dynamic
put on shows with
gameplay,
games that you
and
actually
thoughtful
care about
reactivity.
in a long, long time. Maybe some
And
third-party
Avowed
ones.
is no different.
But let's not do that right now
We
because
set
you know
out
it's
to
actually a
blend
game
the
show
believable and
from a console
fantastical
manufacturer
to give players a world
who
and
actually wants to
experience
release
like no other.
games.
It's
Variety of
colorful,
games.
It's vibrant, it's strange. It's one of the most incredible settings in the world of Aora. There's going to be a lot of great secrets to discover, one of which has a really personal connection to you as the player.
Everything they just showed
and you're
visually
gonna have
was
a great
beautiful.
time getting to know those secrets and leaving your mark on the world. And when
And
it
people
comes
were
to
upset because
encounters,
of, oh, it
our
don't look like
combat
that one
brings the
dark
best
rock
of
that
the
we saw in the
moment-to-moment
first trailer.
fun that comes with action-oriented gameplay.
Like, you wanted the
and
whole game to
depth
look
and
like that
breadth
one
of choice that
location, or
get
you
with
wanted
an
variety?
RPG.
It kind of,
Here to
it's
talk
crazy.
more about Avowed's
It looks like a
combat
first
is
person.
Gabriel
Right there, those look like
Colombo,
Lazalfos
gameplay
from
director.
Zelda, so it kind of looked like a
Here at
first person
Obsidian,
Zelda.
our team's overarching goal is to empower you with choice. So we developed a flexible combat system that allows you to quickly swap from spellcasting and sharpshooting to melee combat. We want to give you the freedom to mix and match your loadout to fit the way you want to play from moment to moment.
Dude had a
uninterrupted.
sword, then he
For
had
all
like a
battles,
wand.
You can combine a
Now
variety
he has
of
a
weapons,
gun.
attacks, and abilities for tactical advantages against a wide range of enemy types. It's not just hacking and
Visually, though, it's
slashing.
crazy. Like,
You're
the
making
game looks
real-time
just, like,
decisions
dense.
about when to use your abilities, powerful melee attacks,
Like, the art
blocks,
direction is crazy.
parries,
A lot of
and
detail.
special attacks. If you choose to approach combat with a one-handed wand, it feels quick and snappy when dealing damage to enemies at mid-range. Using the Tanglefoot ability, you can stop enemies in their tracks, giving you the
Oh,
opportunity
Vons,
to focus
Poison
on
Ivy
weaker
style.
or tougher combatants in an intentional and controlled manner. It's important to pay attention to the types of enemies you're dealing with. Some units are extremely defensive, some are brutishly difficult, and others you must make sure you prioritize, or their healing capabilities will put you in a tough spot.
They definitely
To help
using the
with
power of the
different
console in
encounters
this
you will face,
game.
We provide customizable loadouts that can be quickly
Oh yeah,
switched
people
during
complain
combat.
about it being colorful. I'm
That
like,
means you can play
since when is
however
that a
you want.
negative? It's not a negative
Equip a
in
sword and shield
Horizon,
and
right?
charge
Forbidden
into
West.
battle. Dual
It's
wield
not a
pistols
negative
and
in
control the encounter
Zelda.
in range. Or even dual-wield wands to feel like a gunslinging mage.
But you know why people do that.
You could use your enchanted wand to freeze enemies, and then use your offhand weapon's power attack to
Frozen. Oh, so
shatter.
you could dual wield.
We've worked hard
Nice.
to keep you
And you know what
constantly
you're
engaged
using, 'cause
as
they had
battles
little
unfold,
icicles
by
around the
creating a
wand.
balance between pressure and manageability during combat.
Players will have ample choices for how to build and progress their envoy in the world of the living lands as they get to know the game and the story and explore the many diverse regions.
They got world
Some quests
building
in
and
Avowed
all
will
that.
have you make
Y'all probably
difficult
like, yo,
decisions with
all
profound
Obsidian games do. I
consequences.
said I didn't
Like
play
this side quest you may
Outer
encounter in
Worlds
Shatterscarp, the third
or
region
any of
you'll
their
explore
previous
on your
stuff
journey
either.
through the living lands. As you're exploring, you come across the bodies of these fallen soldiers.
I ain't played
and as you
Skyrim.
explore the remains of the battle, it's up to you to determine who, if
Oh yeah,
anyone,
nah, the
is at fault.
HDR is popping
Just the four of us.
beautifully right now.
Manu, Kiri, Naoki,
Look at this dude texture,
turn
yo.
on the Captain Ruiki. Trying to keep
Reminds me of like Star Trek.
In other words, you're a gang
Ooh.
of vigilantes. Not that I'm one to judge.
Here,
You saw that? That's a 10. That's a
take
10.
your ones. Our families deserve to know we fought and died for them.
Yeah, there's a lot they could
Making
do
the
with
right
that rules
choice
then, like
isn't
with the
always
dual
what it
wielding.
seems. We embrace moral nuance and gray areas,
Absolutely.
trusting players to make tough decisions in complicated situations.
My squad and I, rested in the cave by the water last night, and as we were sleeping,
Oh, there go my
ambushed
head
by
right
those
there.
invisible Zords.
Yo, it's
I
popping
was
up
so
everywhere.
surprised, and it was so dark. I just got separated from everyone else. Look, I can't face those monsters alone, but I have to know if anyone else made it out.
Dude, the style of this game is cool. This right here reminds me of Starfield a bit, though.
He won't say out loud.
Like how
So
it
what did he
zooms
tell
in on
you?
the character, which I like.
That Captain Ruiki was sick?
Especially
That I
when you
was
got character
paranoid?
models like this
That I
with
was
so
a
much
dumb
detail.
baby? I heard it all often and loudly.
And the mouth goes actually
Sarge was
good with the
asleep.
actual talking, the
Why is he
animation.
not here with you? What happened?
At the end of the quest,
Even though it's not
you have a
Hellblade, you know what I
choice.
mean?
When
Like,
you confront Private Naoki,
it
if
still
you
looks
believe
great.
the
And you know this
story
is gonna
he's
have
told you,
mad
you can
characters
hand over the
everywhere.
badges and let him go back home.
Big, you know,
You're right. Real
variety
battle isn't
of-
something
of
you can prepare for, is it? It's not my
areas.
fault. No, they should have never have camped in the cave. I'll take the badges. I'm going back to Third Born.
But if you confront him, if you believe that he fled the site of the battle as an act of cowardice, then he might challenge you to a fight to reclaim his honor. Either way, when you return to town, you'll see the consequences of your actions and the choices you made during this quest.
I know that's what
Creating
they're
an
known
immersive
for, like,
experience
you know,
Avowed is
your
anchored in the world we
actions
build. Art
causing,
director
you know,
Matt
different
Hansen
things
and
in the
team
world.
have worked to create a unique, colorful, and dynamic visual style.
From the outset, we knew that we wanted Avowed setting to feel rich, weird,
Beautiful
and wonderful.
and colorful style.
We found inspiration in a wide swath of real-world
Look,
cultures,
that's gorgeous right
helping us
there.
create a unique RPG experience. By contrasting the vibrant
Ooh, we got some
with the
Pandora.
dull, or verdant spaces with sickly ones, we can better deliver complex emotional experiences for our players.
That water looks
The Living
gorgeous.
Lands is a
That's crazy.
continent of
This
untamed
definitely looks
valleys
like
with widely
the
varied
Series X
biomes,
game,
from luxuriant forests to
you know,
volcanic
that
lakes.
pushes
and each
the
of
genre.
those regions itself is a conflux of storied landscapes.
Because I know this one is going to be not so open, right? It's going to be like different hubs versus like a giant open thing. So everything gets to look way better, like beautiful. Look at like everything looks the way it should look. The desert,
of color.
you got the water over
By
there.
transitioning
It's crazy.
from destitute, muted tones of a wasteland of sand and marching in towards a beautiful oasis, there's the opportunity there for life, for adventure, and even a little danger.
We hope
And
you've
nighttime
enjoyed this
looks
look
beautiful.
at Avowed.
You can see-
We're thrilled to share more about the
It's
game
nice.
in the
It's
coming
nice.
months. And
It's
we
lit up
can't
because
wait
of
for
the
you to
actual stuff in
explore
the
the
world.
Living Lands when Avowed launches this fall.
Fall. So that means Hellblade is probably sooner. I know there's a rumored release date for Hellblade, but we'll see. Can't believe everything you hear. Can't believe everything you hear. Fall 2024. That's a date. People, that ain't an official date. That's a date. They don't got to give you a hard release date. That's a date right there. Put it in. You know what quarter that drops in. And that game just looks great. Like, I don't listen. people was trying to sleep on Starfield, trying to really listen to the noise out there, and that game did what it did for the genre, and people gonna show up for Avowed too. It is what it is.
Hi, I'm Don Matthews, studio head here at Ninja Theory in Cambridge, UK. We're now in the final months of development on Senua's Saga Hellblade 2.
Here we
and the
go.
team is working hard to bring you
Here
an
we go.
unforgettable journey into Senua's unique world and her battle for survival, where we have once again combined high fidelity and immersive presentation with a shorter, narrative-led experience that focuses on the things that we really care about, and that we hope you care about too.
You see how strong you are. Do you see how the pitiless world stamps you down?
Senua is back with a new
Why
quest.
does it even need to be
She
said
wants to
that
stop
it's
the
gonna?
Vikings
This is
who
because of
raided
the
her
corny
village right at their
narratives
source
out there
in
of
Iceland.
like this is gonna be
But
some
not
giant
just her
open world
quest has
game. Nobody
changed.
ever thought that. Like
Senua
it was gonna
herself
be
has grown
a
since the
sequel
first
to what the
Hellblade.
first game was.
She's
More
made
of it.
peace with her past
So they gotta
and is no
explain like
longer
this
in
is
such
a
fear of her visions and
linear
voices.
experience that's
While
shorter
the
than some
Furies are still
30,
constant
50 hour
companions, she
long
encounters
RPG. You
new
gotta
people
vow for
along the
that.
way, some of
This
which
looks
will value her
insane.
unique perspective, and others who will reject it. Little by little, this settlement became my tribe.
When you think Indiana Jones gonna come out? Probably
In the game, Senua arrives in 10th century Iceland on the trail of the
summer?
Vikings who have been enslaving her people. In the
And this
story, we're
probably
trying to
drops,
be as
I don't know,
faithful
what,
to
March or something
history
like
as we
that?
can up to a point, establishing a solid framework and then building more surreal elements on top. Senua will face up to giants who have plunged the land into chaos.
You see the
and
actual
which in
gear
turn
there,
has
because
seen the
everything is
rise of the
photographed. That's why
traitor,
everything just looks
violent
realer
threat
than in
that
most
is
other
threatening
games.
settlements that she'll discover. Senua will make new enemies and also new allies who will come to see her unique perspective as a beacon of hope. And she'll discover, along with us, how this viewpoint can have its advantages.
Uh-oh. Fight
Senua
time.
is a Celtic warrior who experiences psychosis, seeing things that other people don't, hearing voices, and having
little
unique
Senua
beliefs
statue right there
about
is
the world
insane.
around
Holding
her.
the skull.
To bring Senua's perspective of the world to life in a truthful way, we have once again worked closely with Professor Paul Fletcher at the University of Cambridge, as well as people with lived experience of psychosis.
What does that mean? It's terrifying.
Players will find themselves traversing beautiful and hostile environments, seeking answers from patterns and signs that Senua sees in her own unique way. and
Or maybe the
battling
release
through
date is
encounters
May.
with enemies
It'll be
that will
May
push
for the
Senua
game
to her limits.
to come out, and then for this, and then Indiana Jones could come out August.
On Saga, we've taken
In
everything
November
to
for
the
a
next
while.
level. With a new motion capture space, a bigger stage team, a stunt crew, and a new cast.
We spent a lot of time planning the motion capture shoots,
Yeah.
thinking of what events
The
would be
mental
good
illness, that's
to
why I
bring
like
into
May
this
probably
fight.
does
Like,
make
how
sense
can
for
we
the
make this
game.
fight feel different from the previous fight? We have all new combat for the sequel. One of our key goals was
Dude,
the
this looks so
ability to actually
crazy.
tell a story throughout it.
Oh, gushing. Oh.
It does feel very different from the first game, but it's very brutal and you're very invested in it. Senua isn't a superhero. She's fighting for survival, and we want the player to feel her struggle in every step of her journey. We want the player to always feel like they just scraped through, just survived it.
Spitting fire at you with a
No
torch.
one knows Senua better than anyone, better than I do. Her instincts are amazing, and she really.
You said
doesn't
spring
need
for
much help
Hellblade,
from me.
dude?
On
Probably.
stage, our main focus is storytelling. So I get to watch the actors and see all the beautiful
It ain't gonna be
expressions on their
full.
faces.
Everything
And then
can't
I
be
have to wait a
full.
little while, and then I get to see that all again in game, in costume, on location, everything.
Everything can't be
It's
full.
a great experience, a great process.
Every discipline in the studio is unified
looks
in achieving
insane.
a deep level
Look
of
at
immersion
that.
to help suspend your disbelief and pull you into
It looks
Senua's
so
story.
lifelike. That's how I
We
feel
were lucky
about
enough
like look
to
at
do a
God
few reference
damn.
gathering trips in Iceland.
Like
you have to
when you
be
look
there.
at that
The
and you
sense
look
of
at the
scale,
game, you see
everything
that
is
in the game.
incredible.
That's crazy. It reminds me of like what
And
Forza
you see a
did.
scene or you see a small section of the game and you're like,
Like
yeah,
Forza Horizon
that
5,
works,
I
that's
feel.
amazing.
Has that. Obviously not at this quality, but imagine when they make
Senua
the
experiences
next Horizon
reality
game and it's
differently,
not
and
being
a part of
developed
this
with Xbox One in
manifests in the
mind at
voices
all.
he hears.
The jump is gonna be crazy.
These voices come to life through binaural audio, which provides a good representation of this type of auditory hallucinations. As we focus in immersion, binaural audio is perfect for this because through headphones, you surround yourself in a three-dimensional space. In the first game, we only applied to the voices that Senua listens in her head. In this game,
Now it's
through
everything?
spatial audio technology and some extra little things within the game, there is music that is binaural. Every single sound.
If you
has
subscribe to
essentially
the
binaural,
Ninja Theory
so
YouTube channel, they've been
everything is
uploading for years, and you see them out
specialized
there
around
like
you, and it's a
recording
very beautiful
sounds. It's
experience.
crazy. So I know he ain't lying.
Music is a strange language in the sense that it speaks to our emotions fast and deep. It's not only about quality, it's about personality. So when you listen to Hellblade, you know it's Hellblade. On the music, we are working with Heilung, which for me is a personal privilege because I really admire them. we feel
That's cool.
their
They're
craft,
using the Game
their
Awards
depth, their meaning in
footage.
the music.
Like I
It
said, they
really
just killed it at the
connects
Game
with our
Awards.
and elevates
And
it
now they
to
over
something
here
really special.
again
We are also working
in
with heavy metal
2024,
singer, throat singers,
doing it all
and our
over
very
again.
own purists. They sing
Laying
so
out
beautiful,
a
and
piece of the
we add that
2024
binaural
puzzle.
touch of music. So this all creates a very immersive and a very special and unique experience.
Our mission here at Ninja Theory is to craft life-changing art with game-changing tech. And that's our aim in Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, is to not only see where Senua goes next, but to deliver something really meaningful for our players.
My hope is that they will really connect to Senua as a character, and even if they can't really relate to what she's going through, maybe they know someone that relates to that character and they can then understand that person better.
Well, I don't want to sound cheesy, but in a way I'm Senua, right? She exists and doesn't. It exists through all of our work, through every ninja. So we all are Senua, and we are creating this character that grows and grows and grows and grows and keep growing and keep changing.
Definitely.
So
I mean,
that makes it real.
this dude is the sound of the
I'm
game.
so proud of the love, care,
I get
and
what he's
passion our
saying.
team here at Ninja Theory are putting into Senua's Saga Hellblade 2. Our hope is to not only create a game that is great to play, but to craft an experience that leaves you thinking and feeling. From our combat gameplay through to our action set pieces, from our cinematic scenes to our puzzle solving, everything is crafted in service of Senua's journey. A journey that you
Oh yeah,
can
Gear
embark
6
on
is gonna be
on May
something to
21st.
behold. Like, that's easily gonna. Oh, May 21st. There you go. Nice. Right around the corner. Let me not even say that I ain't trying to rush this year. I feel like last year flew. Where we going? They're gonna do Aura now, and then. All right, so they're gonna put the 5th game in now. Let's see what it is. Square Enix. Is that the Mana game? Square Enix. Remember when Phil went on stage and said, "You think it's only gonna be Final Fantasy 14?"
Greetings, Xbox players. My name is Masaru Oyamada, producer for the Mana series
Yeah,
here
Mana.
at Square Enix.
And this game, yo, at the Game Awards when they showed, I was like, these graphics is crazy, crazy, crazy.
コンソールゲームとしては約17年ぶりとなる
I wonder when this is gonna come out. Imagine they say Game
シ
Pass.
リーズは1991年にファイナルファンタジー外伝として誕生して以降、マナと聖剣をめぐって描かれる愛をテーマに個性豊かなキャラクターたち
Yo, that art right there is so crazy. Trials of Mana art. And it's like that's what the game kind of looks like now.
これまでに17作
So
発売され長らく愛されてきました。本作は30年以上の歴史あるシリーズの最新作となるため、これまで培われてきた聖剣伝説としての世界をしっかり感じられるものを目指して鋭意制作中です。フィールドでは自然
See what I'm saying? It actually does look like that old art, like that vision finally came to life.
シリーズおなじみのモンスターたちも本作に登場しています。
And I like that it's an action adventure game like this. Like it's an RPG still, you know, but it's action adventure now, the actual gameplay, not turn-based.
聖剣伝説の生みの親である石井浩一さんとともに聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナの内容を紹介していきたいと思います。
Hello, I am Koichi
This new
from
outfit is
Flex.
fly.
I am so happy to introduce the newest game in the Mana series to Xbox players. 初期の頃からシリーズ作品に登場しているモンスターたちは私が考案したものですが、中には小学生の頃すでにイメージができていたものもあります。今作では初めはドット絵からスタートしたモンスターたちをどのような形
Oh
で
yeah,
最
you said
新化
bridging the
して
gap, dude,
聖剣伝説
between Xbox and
ビジョンズ・オブ・
Square.
マナに
Yeah, there's
落
gonna
とし
be
込む
more
か
and more.
デザインの方向性からモデルの完成イメージまでを監修する立場でプロジェクトに参加しました。
They're like Pokemon.
聖剣伝説ファイナルファンタ
What
ジ
are
ーガイデン
the
を作っていた頃から
Pokemon called
自分
in
の頭の
in
中
Pal
では
World?
モンスターたちは立
I
体
wonder
的
what's
に
their
生
names.
き
Are
生
they
きと動いている
pals?
これまで
Like
自分が携わった作品で
these are
は
cool.
それらをどうやって当時の技術で表現できるかにこだわって作ってきました。最新作では聖剣伝説のモンスターたちのただ可愛いだけではなく恐ろしさの部分もしっかりと表現できているので、バトル中は
Nice.
モンスターたちの表情にも注
The
目しています。
magic
これまで
or the
聖剣伝
particles.
説
I
シ
love
リーズ
that.
には空を旅する海を渡る手助けをしてくれる頼もしい仲間たちがいましたが、今作には広大なフィールド探検に欠かせない新たな仲間が登場します。陸上を猛スピード
You
で駆け回って
said
くれ
I
る
don't
ピ
think
ックル
anyone predicted a
ピ
new
ックル
game
も
as
石
the
井さんが
fifth
新たに
game,
考案してくださっています。
a new Square game.
新たな仲間を考えるにあたっては
Look at your
本作のマ
animal
ス
that
コ
you
ットキャ
could
ラクターにな
ride.
るくらい可愛い
Do you have something to fly on too?
漠然とした思いがありました。その上でヨークシャテリア
That
の
dude
機
is
内
like
見た目やアルマジロによく似た
armadillo?
仙山港や古代エジプト神のアヌビスの子供といった具体的なイメージ
Yeah,
が浮
armadillo,
かんでき
like
て、それぞ
that's
れの特
crazy.
徴を取り入
You
れ
can
なが
see
ら
it.
ラフデザインを書き起こしました。
Dude is cute,
デザイ
yo.
ナーにもアイデアを出してもらいながら足の長さや丸まった時のイメージなどゲームの中での見え
It
方
tucks
を
his
考
arms
え
in
な
when
が
it
ら
curls up.
調整を重ねていきピ
And
ッ
it
クルは
moves so
誕生し
smooth.
ました。
もう一つの挑戦は楽曲面です。過去さまざまなコンポーザーが携わられた楽曲の雰囲気が感じられつつも、最新作として素晴らしい新たな楽曲が生まれました。 BGM でもしっかり聖剣伝説シリーズらしさを感じてもらえると思います。過去シリーズの楽曲を手掛けたクリエイターたちが全100曲という
You can
大
see
ボ
some
リ
of
ュ
the
ームの制作
cinematic
に
right
挑んでくれ
there.
ました。新たな試みとしてフィールドの探索からバ
It's
トル
like
ま
they
で
did
を
for
シ
mine
ー
and
ム
what
レスに体
Breath
験
of
で
the
きるよ
Wild
う
did
今作
when
で
it
は
comes to
インタラク
Breath
テ
of
ィ
the
ブ
Wild
ミュー
being
ジッ
like the
クを
old
導入
art
しており
styles come to
冒
life
険の没入感
that
を
you
高
would
めてく
find
れ
in
ます
the Zelda 1
探
man
索中の
games.
BGM がバトルに入った瞬間
And
アレンジが切り替わる
They
様を
did
実
that
際に
basically
聞いてみ
for
ましょう。
this series. Man, everything just looks so smooth and clean. Like, if the frame rate to this game is just like this, everything's just so nice. You moving seamlessly through the world. It's gonna be a great game.
今作はアクション RPG 聖剣伝説のアクション部分が強化されています。
Delivers on the action part of the
空中
action
でのアクション
RPG.
がバトルの鍵となっており、武器での攻撃だけでなく
Like, imagine they made a
魔法で
golden
の
sun
攻
like
撃も可能になってい
this.
ます。そして本作ならではの
Because
特徴
I
として
would
聖剣伝説シ
accept
リ
a,
ーズで
a
はおな
golden
じみの
sun
精霊たちがいま
that
す
looks
が、
visually like sea of
その
stars.
力を宿した武器を使
But
うと
imagine them going
バ
all
ト
out
ルを
like
手助け
this.
し
That
て
would
く
be
れるよ
crazy.
う
Look
に
at its
なりま
boss.
す。
Looks like something out of Wind
精
Waker.
霊によっては様々な特性の違いがありますので、その効果とともに聖剣伝説の世界らしい不思議な力で爽快なバトルを楽しんでいただけます。
They should have summons in it. You're in the open world.
オリジナルモンスターやピックリにも注目してほしいのです
Then
が
it says Square
聖
not
剣
doing
伝説
too well right
ジョンズ・
now.
マナは聖
Yeah,
剣
those Sony
伝説
deals,
らしさ
man.
を感じてもらえる作品になるよう
Those ain't it.
山田君を中心にチームのみんなが頑張って作ってくれていますので、ぜひ発売日を楽しみに待っていてください。私自
When's
身
that?
も
When's the
プレイする
release
のを
date?
楽しみにしています。
聖剣伝説シリーズとして初めて Xbox ユーザーの皆さんにお届けする本作聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナは今後も様々な情報をお届けしていきますので、
Alright, so more information soon.
ぜひご期待ください。この夏この忘れられない冒険を Xbox ユ
This
ーザー
summer.
の皆さんに楽しんでいただける日が今から待ちきれません。
Nice. That's gonna be a big game because it just looks like stunning. It just looks stunning, and it's a full experience. It's not like a piece of a game or a chapter. And you gotta keep waiting for more chapters. Like, nah, it's just Visions of Mana. Aura. This game's graphics is just crazy. Like, I never seen a game in this genre look like this.
Hello, and welcome to Oxide Games. We founded the studio in 2013 with our decades of personal experience building some of the most beloved strategy games of all time, like Civilization 5.
Yeah, they were showing visions. You didn't see that part?
Something new and innovative in a genre.
See what I'm saying?
we
Look
all
what this
love.
looks like.
Our
It's
history
crazy.
untold
And you
is
go
a game
through
we
like
dreamt of
all
making.
of history, which is
Ari
so
is an
sick. I
homage
remember
to historical
like looking at that in the
gamers,
original
strategy
trailer. I was
gamers,
like, yo, this is
or
crazy.
ex-gamers. It
Like, you'll
features
be able
all
to
the
play this
depth
game
and gameplay
forever.
fans of this genre love, where you'll explore the world, expand your nation, govern
And see,
your
this is
people,
Xbox,
and
yo. This
engage with
is
your rivals on
right
the
now
international
only for
stage.
PC.
But it isn't just more of the same.
You know, which eventually
With Ara, we wanted to
they could bring it to
challenge some of the
consoles.
preconceived notions about the genre, push it forward in a modern,
And I see people be
empowering,
trying to
and
twist
truly
people's
compelling and
words.
approachable way.
You know,
For
like
example, we have over 100 instruments on display in the
Microsoft
office,
been
which are
publishing
all
games
things
everywhere,
that
and
we
everybody's like,
purchased
yeah, they're
in
gonna
order
publish
to
everything now on
add to the
PlayStation and on
soundtrack
Switch.
and
Like they ain't never say that.
expand the game
They not doing that.
and make it really
You
good.
dreaming, and that's because the one fan base who's making the biggest hoopla about it, they lacking.
Dan.
Hard, they been lacking
That's Dan. We started in his
hard
basement.
for a long time.
It's been an amazing
And so
process
now they
to see
port begging
from
for games that they
concept
were
to
just hating on
completion.
last year.
We
So now they
started
want
small,
Starfield.
building a
Now they
robust
want
game
Hi-Fi.
engine,
Now they
questioning our
want
design
everything.
assumptions, and
Give them
prototyping out
Redfall.
features.
Let's give them Redfall.
Rediscovering what made us fall in love with strategy games in the first place.
Nah, but for real,
result is
like
Ara,
it's
a
just
historical
hilarious
grand strategy game that presents a living
how
world where you
how
can rule how
the
you want
tides
to
have
rule
turned.
and
I ain't never
chart
really
your own
seen this
path to
from
becoming the most prestigious nation on
other
the planet.
console fan
For Ara,
bases.
we knew we
Like
needed
port
deep
beg this
systems
hard
with outcomes that
on a
encourage
global scale.
exploration and give
Never.
players the power to experiment
Never.
and make meaningful strategic
Show me
choices
when.
while still having agency over their playstyle.
We also wanted to explore more in different parts of history and give players from around
And then they
the
zoom in a
world
lot
the
where you can
chance
see
to the
people,
game
cards, and
reflect
everything. You
their
can do the whole
unique
zooming out.
perspective, and not just ours.
Then you
And
got
finally,
character
we
models
knew that
like
for
that.
players to feel the
They went
impact of
crazy
their
with this game.
decisions, They would need to see their choices reflected in the game world itself, not just through numbers on a menu. One of the first differences you'll see.
He said not
when you
just through
dive
numbers
into
on the
Ara
menu,
is
you're
what we
gonna see it
call the living
reflected in the
world.
game world
It's
itself.
a procedurally generated alternate Earth, bursting with life, an intuitive, authentic, and immersive space, a blank canvas for players to paint the society of their dreams.
The living world isn't just a map.
so crazy.
It reflects the choices players make over the course of the game. They can see everything from the settling of the wilderness.
Like, you know,
cultural
Activision, like
influence on
we all
architecture
saw
and
like
design,
everything with the
to
lawsuit, right?
thousands of citizens
Like, you
living
know,
their lives and
Nintendo's gonna
reacting
be
to the
getting Call of
changes.
Duty games. That's
We want
publishing on
players to feel
Nintendo.
like they're truly occupying
We already
the
know the
world,
number one
leading
game on
their people
PlayStation
as
is
they
Call of Duty.
thrive
They
and grow.
publishing
Core to the vision
on
of Ara
PlayStation
is our
already.
philosophy,
You know what I'm saying?
rule
Like,
how you want
same
to
thing with
rule.
Minecraft.
And no feature
That's why I
very
said it in that
simplified,
podcast. Like, why
and the
people
prestige
taking
system.
a rumor about like something
To win a
third
game
party is
of
gonna
Ara,
like
players will
something
compete
is
with
gonna
their
go
lives
third
to
party.
tell the
Like,
most influential,
this been
impressive,
happening already.
and
So
important
why
nation the world
all of a
has ever
sudden
known.
the
This is
try to
measured by
turn this into a
prestige,
negative
the
thing
player's score
on
that proves
Xbox?
their
Like, see,
worth
you don't
as
need
a
to
whole.
own the console.
The
Word.
prestige system gives
Coulda fooled
players
me.
the chance to
You
decide
ain't
what
playing
kind
Forza
of leader they
Horizon.
want.
You ain't playing Halo
Do they want to
Infinite.
pursue great works of arts
You
and
ain't
culture?
playing the stuff shown here.
Military might.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So,
Scientific
what are
advancement.
you talking about?
The choice is theirs.
And then people who try to like
In Ara,
downplay the
there are no
Xbox
set
ecosystem by
victory
acting
conditions.
like
Players get
it's
to decide
just
what is most important to them and focus
games
and
that make it
prioritize
what
on
it is,
those
and not
goals
also
while
the fact
still being
that
able to win the
Xbox
game.
Live is better,
Personally,
Game
when
Pass
I
is
play
better,
Ara, I like to build
ownership is better.
triumphs.
Like,
Triumphs are
what are you
our
talking
collection
about?
of incredible monuments and architectural
What are you
achievements
talking
from
about?
throughout human history. Like the Great Pyramid
Everything
of
could be
Giza.
everywhere,
They're
and I'm
hard to
still going
build,
to choose to play
but
on
worth it,
Xbox if
giving
they
huge
keep it the way it is right now,
bonuses
because
and
ownership
game-changing
is just
abilities
better.
to the nation that constructs
That's
them.
it.
Another
That's why I
aspect
don't
of
like the
Ara
fear
that I'm personally
mongering.
excited about
They just
is our
doing that to
crafting
make
system.
negative
The crafting
news while
system
Xbox
offers
has
a
been
unique
killing. Like
challenge
I
to
said,
the
a
player
show in
that they
November,
generally won't see
the
in
partner
4X
the
genre,
partner show that they
succeeding
did.
at balancing, gathering
The
right
Game
things,
Awards was basically
turning
an
them into the
Xbox
tools
show,
that you need,
and
then
now we
finally
sitting here right now
getting to
watching
the
another
outcome or
Xbox show.
reward of something
While
like
games is
important
already laid
improvement
out,
or triumph,
like
just
for the
changes
year, we got
challenge
literally
that
one of the
exists in
best
Ara compared
games.
to other 4X
You know, it's
games.
probably gonna come out this year in Prince of Persia right
Crafting
now.
plays out in Ara
You could get
at a
that right
national
now.
scale, with players
know,
honing
or
and combining the natural resources
you
they
got
harvest
May.
into all
You got
manner of
Hellblade and
foods
May.
components.
You
Those
Avowed
are
in
the
the 4.
foundation for everything, from international
These are
trade
new games,
to
new
improving their cities
experiences
and citizens' lives,
that you only
and
gonna
even
find
manufacturing the weapons
in
necessary
the
to
Xbox
draft military
ecosystem, which
units.
means what?
The
PC.
crafting system
They
in
publish
art
on
encourages thoughtful,
Steam.
advanced planning. It
Like,
rewards
yo,
players who can see the strategic
it's
outcome of
hilarious.
all their collective
my God.
decisions, and not just the individual ones.
I'm proud of the work that's gone into our simultaneous turn system. Many strategy games have players
And I feel like the only
taking
people scared
turns
is really
and
the
reacting
people
to their opponent's moves.
You know,
In
it's
R,
like you're
all
taking one
players'
of
actions are resolved at the same time. This rewards players'
pieces of
ability to
ammunition in the
navigate
console
uncertainty,
war.
to predict and
The
strategically
console war that's
plan
over.
for a variety of
Hey, listen to
scenarios in the
what's
moment.
out there to say.
This
He
system
said
makes R
we used
just
to
feel
be,
more real.
you know, 3 or even
In a typical
4.
strategy game,
Right?
once your
We
turn is
were. He
finished,
said that's
you
what he
don't
said. We
wait for a long
were,
time.
you know,
With
3 or 4.
simultaneous turns, generally speaking, those times
We
are
were.
very low. You get to keep
This is what I'm
playing
saying. Like
the
we
game and
were
stay engaged rather than
3 or
having those
4.
periods of downtime
What are they now?
where
He
you're
ain't
not
say
doing
nothing.
anything.
It's not easy sifting
We
through
were
all
3 or
of
4.
history and picking what to
I'm
include.
like, read between the
For
lines,
Aura,
bro.
we wanted to offer
And now we
a
on
fresh
Activision, it's gonna help us
perspective. We
publish
looked at
better. Yeah,
cultures
like
and societies
you could publish
throughout
Crash
millennia
Bandicoot
through
games. You
broadest
can
lens
keep those
possible.
multiplayer if you want.
this
And
approach
Nintendo
really
signed that deal where they were
shines
gonna
in
get
our
more than
leaders.
just Call of
Leaders are
Duty.
so often
It's
seen
Sony who
as
came late
military
to the
personnel
table,
or
and then
prominent
their deal
government
was
figures.
only for Call
But
of Duty.
leaders come in so many
So
different
now, if
forms.
Microsoft
They're
publishes
thought
anything
leaders,
else,
scientific and cultural
then
prodigies,
it's out of
and
the
many
kindness
more.
of their heart because they're doing it on
Each
Switch. So
leader
they
in
might
Aura
as well.
has a number of
Just
special
put it
abilities
everywhere.
determined by their personality traits,
You know?
as well as a powerful
Just
and unique
saying, like,
leader
that's the
trait
reality.
informed by their contributions to world history.
With a diverse global roster, we know players will find leaders that they will want to play.
Oh, what does
And even a
Xbox
few
get
that
back
may
in
surprise
return?
them
Their
with how
money.
fun it is when those leaders
What are you
are
talking
handed
about?
the reins
Their
of
money
power.
from their ecosystem. They never gonna sell in Japan. You say that every day.
Player feedback is the
What are they
only
gonna
way
get?
to really understand
Money.
what you're making. It
That's
gives
what they're
us
gonna get.
that
They're gonna get money like they get
priceless perspective
Minecraft
from
money
the
by
people
being the
we're
number
making
one
Aura 4.
third-party game
Building
on
the
the
game
Switch.
alongside real players has given us that
What are they
critical
gonna get?
player feedback.
Be the
In
number
end,
one
we believe this
game
makes
on
for a deeper
PlayStation every
connection
year,
between the
forever.
players and the game.
One of my favorite
Money.
examples is
That's
when
what
we
they
first
gonna get.
introduced the concept of dangerous wildlife to the game.
What are they
It
getting
turns
back?
out, in our first iteration, it was maybe a little bit too aggressive or disruptive. We knew we should
Like,
probably make
you
a
ever
change
heard of
when one of
expansion?
our insiders made a forum post that was
They ain't
just,
coming to you.
Cougars,
All right.
cougars.
We
Someone
gonna
get these feline
we still gonna
demons
eat
away
off
from me.
you know, your
I'm
play.
happy to report, based on more recent
still gonna have
feedback,
work on the
I think
other
we ended up
blocks.
in a good place with the overall threat level of mountain lions to a player's citizenry.
It's been years of hard work to bring you a strategy experience like
And this
no
has
other.
been a thing already since,
And we're so excited that we can finally see the finish line.
goddamn, almost 10
We
years
can't
already.
wait for players
Like
to get their hands on the
longer,
game
like
later this
longer,
year.
longer if
The
you
launch
count
of Aura
Minecraft
is
and all
only
that.
the
Like it's
beginning.
been a long
We're going
time.
to maintain our insider program after the release date and continue to listen to players and support the game into the future.
On behalf of everyone at Oxide Games, thank
So
you
they're
for
gonna
joining
keep
us
supporting
today.
this game.
We can't wait for you to
It looks
play
like one of those
Aura
games that you
and
could
to
just
create
keep
your own
adding and
history.
adding. Like oh, that one's full, but that's PC, you know. For now, don't be surprised it ends up in 2025 on Game Pass. It's time. It's time. Is it first person? Is it third person? I mean, they're first person known, you know, developer, but it is what it is. Let's see. I wonder who they got for Indiana Jones, if it's Harrison Ford or not. I'm good either way, as long as the game's good.
Hej och välkommen till Uppsala, Sverige, här hos Machine Games. We are really excited to finally be able to share our work on Indiana Jones. Since the first film came out, Indiana Jones has always represented the ultimate adventure. Even
Slow
today,
burn.
it's one of the most
Yeah, like,
iconic
we gonna build
franchises
to it.
in pop culture.
We gonna build to
In
it.
this game, you aren't just playing as Indy, you are Indiana Jones. You will see through his eyes and experience a journey that we hope lives up to
First
the proud
person.
legacy of Indiana Jones. When Todd Howard first told us
Let me
about
just
his
like
vision for the game, we
use
knew
the whip,
we would
wrap
be
it
a
around,
very
do
good
neck,
fit
pull him
to
at
help
me,
bring it
punch
to
him in the
life.
face.
I've wanted to make an
Swing.
Indiana Jones game forever. I'd had this idea for what it would be
Todd
like.
Howard
and
said,
the
"I dropped
story,
one last year, I'm
what Indy was
dropping
going
another one
after,
this
what
year."
period of his life it was in,
Director,
what kind of arc
producer.
he was going to have. And as the years went on, I thought, who would be like the best studio in the world to make this? And it was my friends at Machine Games. I
The
can
ones who've
remember
been killing the
pitching
dirt
Lucasfilm
bags
on
for
the game
years.
and being, a little bit nervous
In
because,
all their previous
look,
games.
It's, Indiana Jones, and their response was just overwhelmingly positive, and just that
I
excitement
know it is.
has
I know it
led to
is
the
in
whole
Japan.
project, and they have just been so trusting and supportive of everything that we want to do with the game. It's been a long time. I've been a fan of this my whole life, and I couldn't be more excited to show you what the team here has been up to. Let's take our first look at the new Indiana Jones game.
Here we go. go.
Let me tell you what you are missing, Dr. Jones. While you were playing your pointless game, I was playing you.
Yo.
You're wondering if
Okay, it's Harrison Ford.
built yourself a life of meaning instead of ending up
They
here
get the sweat dripping, dude. They in the desert.
and forgotten in the sands of Africa.
Oh, they being subtle with the theme.
Myths. History. Just different ways to interpret the past. Thousands of years of
is that
humanity's
Candyman?
thoughts and beliefs, scattered and buried. Just waiting to be found.
So it looks like when you do certain things, you'll see, you know.
Run away from your problems, Indiana.
There we go. You know you was gonna swing with the whip. You had to do that. Pull the dude.
Throughout history, mankind has built sites of great spiritual significance. If you were to draw a line through these ancient sites around the globe, you get a perfectly aligned circle.
There it is. Bang! Yeah, that's exactly what I said I wanted to see. Come on, how you gonna make an indie game and not do that?
It ain't a walk in the
That was
park.
fire.
Okay then, let's see if you can keep up.
What do you mean if I could keep up?
You got hand-to-hand combat. But visually, it goes crazy. Oh, from one plane to the other.
Patron of the fallen angels. Protector of the
Dude, you don't hear that?
Kurimani. The Great Circle.
Oh, I thought it was something. What the hell is that sound in the background?
You have any idea how old that was?
Crazy.
Indiana Jones is such an iconic character, and he means so much to so
Now I
many
wonder when is it
people.
coming out?
Everyone
What was
here
that?
at
It
the
definitely
studio
looked
has their
clean.
own indie stories and memories.
It definitely
Most of
looked
us grew
clean.
up
Definitely
through his
playing that.
adventures and have been fans of the movies and the character for years. He's a brilliant archaeologist. He's a charismatic everyman. He's passionate.
They look like they
and
mixed
determined.
everything, like him being
And
an
for us,
archaeologist,
he's
all of it,
synonymous
like
with
perfect.
adventure.
Now we have the opportunity to tell a new Indiana Jones story for a modern gaming audience. Our
Tell
game
that
is all about
shit.
putting you in Indy's shoes, letting you see and feel what he sees and feels. For us at Machine Games, we do that best through first person. It's the ideal perspective to bring you into the rich, exciting, and interactive world we've built. We believe that being up close and personal to the adventure is key, making each action feel like your own.
Bro, like, I feel like we
Whether
gotta
it's
justify
cracking
that we
your whip,
first person. Like, nah, no you don't.
solving
Screw that.
puzzles in
Y'all do
ancient
what y'all do. I
temples,
expected it to be
or
outside.
seeing your knuckles go bloody in a fist fight.
That's
All
like
of
people
these
expecting
moments
Metroid
are
Prime
much
4 to
more
be,
intense
like,
in first person.
third person.
But we still want you to have those
Or the next
moments.
Mario to be first
Seeing
person.
his iconic silhouette with the hat, the whip, and so for things like cutscenes and environmental traversal, we pull the camera back.
Yeah,
for a
pull it back. Like,
third-person view.
I mean, mad games do that.
Indiana
clean.
Jones and the Great Circle.
Oh, in
is set
between.
Raiders of the Lost Ark and the Last Crusade.
In the Great Circle.
When our game begins, Indiana is working at Marshall
Oh yeah,
College.
it gets the actual IP, you
He
know?
wakes up in the middle of the night to the sounds of a break-in and
Not the
rushes
based
to
on,
confront the
inspired
thief in a
by.
college museum.
They said we're gonna
The
get the real
mysterious
thing.
giant of a man makes off with what seems to be a
Yeah.
historically insignificant artifact, sparking Indiana's curiosity.
Who the hell are you?
Following the trail, Indiana
Said
heads
his
to the
name 3
Vatican, hoping
times.
to learn why this particular relic was stolen, and discovers that things aren't what they appear.
Art
He
style
starts
is crazy.
pulling at the strings of a mystery, and it all unravels until he has no choice but to see it through to the end, whatever the end may be.
globetrotter.
Stop. Need help. Stop. Maybe in Vatican. Stop.
To Rome.
We always talk about how clever Indiana Jones is. That had to be one of our guiding principles when we were thinking about the type of game we were making. It wouldn't be indie if
Look
it
at
wasn't
that for the
using his
puzzles.
wits to get through the situation. The most authentic Indiana Jones experience we can make is the one that makes you think first.
Yeah, you had to have puzzles. If you didn't have puzzles and it was just all
Sure, there will
shooty,
be
shooty,
some
bang, bang, it
obstacles
would have
that
been
will
like,
more easily
nah.
overcome with the revolver
Y'all
or a
missed
gun
the
taken from
whole
a disarmed
aspect
guard.
of the
But I
character.
think most of the time you'll have more fun and, to be honest, a more genuine indie experience by finding more clever ways to solve a problem.
We always want to be offering more solutions, whether it's trying a different path through the environment to get around enemies, observing enemy
she's
patrols
nice with the
and
lighting.
using them to your advantage,
That's her right there.
or using the tools at your disposal, like the whip.
It's an amazing global adventure with action
Dude,
propelling
that's
you
that.
through your
You
journey.
need to have that.
We have these really diverse environments for you to explore. Indy's journey will take him to the forgotten temples of Sukhothai, the pyramids of Egypt, the snow-peaked Himalayas, and
This
beyond.
game looks done. Oh yeah, it
We
looks
look
mad
carefully
far.
at
It looks
each location
it looks
and the
ready to
time
come
period
out this
Game
year.
7, and we're trying to make it as authentic and accurate as possible.
We love creating rich, vibrant worlds, and in this game, we also had the goal of making it feel like a true cinematic Indiana Jones adventure.
One of the biggest ways to do that is with the music. John Williams is the original composer for the indie films, and we're really lucky to have found Gordy Hub, a composer who's been able to capture Williams' essence with his score for The Great Circle.
I love that every game they focused
We
on
also
the
take a
music
very
too.
movie-like approach to things like cinematics. We're very physical with our production style. We use a lot
Motion
of stunt
capture.
actors. Things like this help us bridge the gap between making a game and making a movie.
Damn.
And of course, our characters do
I
a
don't know,
lot
that
to
first
help
landing
the
didn't
world
look like it
as
had
well.
that much padding,
Next
yo.
to Indy, Gina is our other main protagonist. Where Indy is pursuing answers just for the sake of curiosity, Gina has a personal stake in getting to the bottom of the core mystery.
Gina is an investigative reporter who has a lot riding on this adventure. She's been tracking a lead for some time, and now she's found an ally in this determined American professor. Their paths are intertwined, and
Concept
they
art
need
is
each
fire.
other in order to
Like,
get to the bottom.
so
of
crazy.
this
And then the
mystery.
game, look at it, yo, damn, dense. She looks amazing in the game too.
What do you mean if I can keep up?
We always love our villains and think we
Crazy.
might have found our favorite one yet in Emmerich Voss. He's this intense.
Oh yeah, the sound is great. They got the Jones Williams
with
sound.
the human mind and manipulating it.
He's highly intelligent and the perfect foil for Indy. They're both brilliant people, compelled by their passions and obsessions.
If that's the
but
villain,
driven
then
by
I don't
quality.
think Candyman the villain. I think you're just
Creeps
gonna have
up
a
on you and gets under
misunderstanding.
your skin like it gets under in the skin. It's captivating.
Yo, he got a black eye and all that right there.
One of our mottos for Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is adventure first. But in every indie adventure, there are always those moments where he finds himself in the action.
That's been one of those balancing acts for us, and we've ended up with this sort of hybrid experience that mixes melee combat, stealth, and gunplay.
How you approach any given situation
That's how it's
is up to
supposed to
you.
be. Bang,
You
bang.
may choose to sneak around an enemy patrol, or maybe you'll just pick up a shovel and whack them on the
Oh,
back
it
of
got
the head.
his like
And
comedy
when you
to it
can't use your
too.
wits, you got Indy's most iconic tool. Just like you see in the movies, one of our goals has been to make the whip as fun and multi-purposed as possible. We want it integrated into every aspect of the game.
You can use it as a traversal tool to make your way around the environment.
Crazy.
You can use it as a distraction. And yes, you can absolutely use it in combat. Everything
The way
you'd
they
expect
react
from
to
Indy's
it,
whip,
like it hurt
and
his
hopefully a little
hand.
bit more. Puzzles are a key feature in our game. The spirit of discovery is
The
so
puzzles is
important
what gets me
to Indiana
excited.
Jones. Obviously, there are a handful of puzzles on the main path, but a lot of the puzzles are optional and are just there for the players who want to experience them. Epic traps,
Green tea with
small
what's up?
secrets, and hidden puzzles that blend right in with their surroundings.
He said Indiana
One
Jones
thing
looks
I
crazy.
love about our game is the level of interactivity that we have. We have this world of mystery where anything could potentially hide a secret. The more you look, the more you'll discover.
See the black eye? So this is after he was buried. I mean, it could have been before
Thank
still.
you all for joining us for our big reveal of Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Machine Games is known for creating these roller coaster experiences with huge set pieces, surprising twists, and immersive narratives. It's exciting for us that we have been able to stay so true to the Indiana
their
Jones
Game Award
franchise
right there.
and create such an authentic experience while still being able to showcase what makes us us. We are making a game for everyone.
Oh, you're looking
are
at the
very familiar
IGN
with the
chat?
franchise or not.
He says positive.
Because at the heart of Indiana Jones is an incredible adventure. And
Oh yeah,
I
yeah. You know,
think
yeah.
that's
Like you
something
said that the
everyone
negative
wants to be
comments is
part of.
from the
I'm
very
also
loud
very
minority.
excited
You
to
know who they
announce
are.
that Indiana Jones and the Great Circle
You
will
know
be
who
coming
they are.
later this year, and we cannot wait to share more soon.
Stolen. Stolen. Looks beautiful. Every game they show though looks stunning. They look like proper next generation games. Coming this year, we ain't getting no date, but it's this year. So yeah, just a lot of games. A lot of games. They should do like a little montage of all of them together, splice them together. Wait, oh, what they doing? Sizzle reel, there you go. Like, legit interested in every game that they showed here.
Take one? Is it
Other than
animals,
Aura.
children, and game developers?
And not because it's bad. Like, Aura looks great for its genre.
Our
It
mission
actually
here
looks
at
like
Ninja Theory
a standout
is to
experience in
craft
that genre.
life-changing art with game-changing tech.
But yeah, for like that, I actually, to my taste, like, yeah, definitely. I want to try everything.
Philosophy of rule how you
Everything.
want to rule.
Yeah, proof that first person action adventure could work. Like Metroid Prime Mirrors Edge, like yeah, like listen, Mirror's Edge, Doom Eternal, Doom 2016, like these are all action adventure games that are man cool. But I know what you mean with like,
as in you are.
you know, this has puzzles, adventure. Visions look so crazy. Visions look so
今
crazy.
作はアクション RPG 聖剣伝説のアクション部分が強化されています。
I think that'll be the perfect thing to play after I finish Tears of the Kingdom. Visions of mine. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. That's how you definitely do it. So let me see. Oh yeah, they doing that show now. The actual what game am I gonna throw on? You know what I'm gonna throw on actually? Alright. 33 Immortals. Oh yeah, I had that trailer, that's why I queued up. I was about to say, yo, I actually thought that this could have been like, you know, a game that they could have dropped, but then they announced that they weren't gonna do no stealth drop. So I said, yeah, it ain't that. But I can't wait for this game this year. Come on, 33 players online. Y'all remember this? Psst, gonna be crazy. He said that was pretty good. Oh, I enjoyed myself immensely. Let's go with some Fortnite real quick. Let's talk about a few things because this is an Xbox podcast, and while we just had the great Xbox show, and we can continue to talk about it, chat, just letting you know, I want to talk about these Switch rumors that you've been hearing about real quick. You know, there's been a lot of rumors about the Super Nintendo Switch and it being, let me stop this in the background, it being PS4 level power. And I said this before, and I'm gonna just say this. You know, I don't really buy into all of these rumors, but I will say this. What I said before was if the Switch isn't gonna be powerful, it better have a Wii-like gimmick. You know, if the next console isn't gonna be powerful, it better have something that hooks you that's different from everything else to stand out, right? Because you're not gonna get all the third party. I said, even like the current Switch is getting. I know some people might think like, oh, but why not? And it's like, dude, games been PS4 and Xbox One games for a while. Like, these consoles is definitely are now going to be the ones that take precedence. So they're going to focus on developing games for this amount of crazy tech. But then I also say, like, why I don't believe this is because Nintendo got a 20-year deal with Nvidia. They're going to make something exclusive for the product that just moved over 130 million units. They can make a dedicated chip just for Nintendo. So all that PS4 level stuff, I'm like, you don't even know architecture or none of that. Like, that's not, like, I don't know. I feel like you can't even make a statement like that where it's even realistic or even worth paying mind to. So I just wanted to say, like, nah, I don't believe none of that. I believe Nintendo's gonna make a console where they can get 10 years worth of Call of Duty games that are up to par, that are feature full. You know what I'm saying? Like, I truly do believe that. That runs very well and continue to get, new third-party games too. Like, why would you want to lose that opportunity? Like, if Nintendo's system can run the Final Fantasies that are about to lose PlayStation exclusivity in the next a few months, like, they should have that console. And people who still be like, oh yeah, Nintendo ain't about the power and this and this and that. Nintendo makes a lot of money. A lot of money. They could afford to make a powerful console. Don't act like their audience ain't the same audience who buy iPhones every year. Like, it is. There's overlap there. You know what I'm saying? So, but they probably wouldn't be willing to pay that for a console. I think they would be willing to pay $400 for the next Mario Kart, the next Mario game. You know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely think that. More so than a Steam Deck or ROG Ally or any of that. Like, those consoles exist because of the Switch, and obviously because architecture became, let's just say, sustainable in the handheld space for PC games. And I think that Nintendo's gonna do something to still stand out, in the ocean of hybrid consoles now and stuff like that. So, yeah. Dennis said, people don't understand NVIDIA tech, PS4 level, but with DLSS. That's what I'm saying. Like, all that new architecture stuff, it could mean something completely different. And you've seen a lot of games this generation. It's like, I've seen people say, like, oh yeah, like, look at PlayStation 5 games. They was on PlayStation 4. I'm like, because they're not PlayStation 5 games. Don't act like that's the norm. Like, they're doing that right now because it's cross-generation, but that always ends. And if, everybody wants to believe every rumor, rumors are to be believed, you're going to have stronger PlayStations coming out, stronger Xboxes coming out sooner rather than later. So even if they were like, yeah, we're going to support, these consoles, you supporting consoles that are still punching way above PS4 level. And when they make those games for that level of power, then Nintendo's basically behind. And people act like, oh yeah, but nobody buys a Nintendo console for all the tech. I'm like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? And Xbox podcast. I got an Xbox. That's why I get all my third-party stuff. Why? Because ownership is just better there. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the console front. And obviously with their first-party game, you get them basically for free on PC. And if you buy the PC game that's first-party on PC, you get it for free on Xbox. So that makes it better. This doesn't need to be explained anymore. This is just the fact. So, yeah, while I will always say, yeah, just buy a Series S and have a Nintendo console for first-party games. I remember when I was mainly, 100, not 100%, but you know what I'm saying? Like, number one console was my Nintendo console. When they had, like, the Wii gimmick, I wanted to play everything with a Wii remote and nunchuck. So, when they didn't get everything, it sucked. So for people who want everything on their Nintendo console, that's why I say Nintendo got to punch above the normal weight that they've been punching. Like, I get not having super expensive consoles that you're never gonna make return on. But you got like real proof right now that Sony hasn't been doing too wonderful, and the plan of having these crazy expensive games hasn't been working out too well. While Nintendo don't have to do that just because they got that tech. They can just say, yeah, our games visually look this stunning, but they still don't cost $350 million to make. You know what I'm saying? So and if a third party has a game that costs that money, though, we have the power to run it. We know we guaranteed Call of Duty games every year that are going to be up to par, right? Court documents and all that, signed agreement, up to par. You know, that feature complete editions of Call of Duty on Nintendo, which is wonderful. Like, if it's up to par, like, yeah, like, that's awesome. That's awesome to have that, like, on the go, looking great. Like, yeah, why not, man? Do that. People, nobody wants, like, Call of Duty Arkham Knight Edition. Arkham Knight Edition or Call of Duty Mortal Kombat 1 Edition. Like, nobody wants that. Nobody wants that of those games. I want to see Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat 1, you know what I'm saying? All these games proper on Nintendo consoles, not these abomination versions of games that exist better and cheaper elsewhere. That's the crazy part. Let's not deny that either. Because the Series S, them shits was going for 150 or even lower in November, December. So it's like, yeah, if you wanted a high fidelity console, you could get that anyway. So I get people, oh yeah, there's people, with Nintendo consoles don't care. I'm like, yeah, but they still shouldn't suffer that kind of version of a game. Like, damn, that shit is too much. That's too much. And people used to clown Call of Duties on the Wii, and I'm like, I'm sorry, but they played way better because they actually had a crazy ass controller to play with that made the game feel fun, even though it was 30 frames per second, while the visuals wasn't all there. Like, you wasn't going through the crazy frame rate drops that you seeing in the games that I mentioned and all that. So, yeah, just saying, nobody wants that. And I don't expect that either. You said Nvidia has the best cloud tech. Like, yeah, you don't even know. Like, Nintendo might have a cloud update for the Nintendo Online. So it's like, yeah, you could play, download games and play anywhere just through the cloud, just connect to your Wi-Fi or whatever the case may be, something like that. Who knows? Like, they could do a lot of things. And I'm excited to see what they're going to do. What a crazy beginning to 2024 it has been. It's been a lot of coat. Because I've heard people like worded like, oh yeah, it's been negative Xbox news. There hasn't been no negative Xbox news. There's been lies, fallacies, and fairy tales. There hasn't been no negative news. Like, everything has been positive. Like I just said, back-to-back shows. They've been killing it. Like, what negative news? It's incredible that people could try to spin Xbox shit to be like, oh yeah, negative. Wow. It's like, what's happening on the other side? Like, ain't nothing going on. Stop lying. Like, let's keep it a buck. There's not much going on. Like, Nintendo has their ports coming out. They just dropped the trailer to Mario Donkey Kong, which I'm definitely gonna get, and I'm gonna play that. But it's an old game. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is right now. When it comes to new stuff, it's like basically March 21st, Peach. March 21st. That's when it goes down. Like, everything else is old. I'm waiting for that new Nintendo console. That's really the big piece of the puzzle for Nintendo this year. And then, yeah, that's what I play on. So that's what I'm interested in. And when I look at anything else, like, ain't nothing going on over there. So how could we be talking about, oh, Xbox is bad news? Like, and I'm putting games on other platforms like, yo, it's bad news. Like, yo, they've been doing this already for years. What are you talking about? But again, they could just word things and people just run with it if they got anything. They feel like, oh, it's a weapon I can use. Oh, Xbox going third party. I'm like, I don't know. Y'all let me know, because I'm right here. I'm not doing nothing. You see, I'm not on my phone. I'm not scrolling through goddamn Twitter, through nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? So let me know. Are any of these games right now currently announced, confirmed for PlayStation 5, for Switch? Or is Indiana Jones confirmed right now? Let me know. Because All I saw was Xbox, PC, Game Pass. That's all I saw. All I saw. You know? But yeah, I look forward to streaming some Prince of Persia, playing some of that, because goddamn, that game is good. If you ain't playing that right now, you're missing out. If it's not your genre, I get it, but damn, the game is good. So good. I don't even know why I'm using the word good when truly I should be using the word phenomenal, great, incredible, you know, literally right now, game of the year of 2024 right now. Easily. I know the year just started, but still, I'm just saying, if we gonna, you know, do game of the years, let's not forget, let's not just remember, oh yeah, let's just, everything that comes out in the fall. Nah, remember that in January, the best game you played of the year came out. You know what I'm saying? Or one of them. It better be in the conversation. And if nothing better comes out, that shit better win. Because this game is incredible. Absolutely incredible. Man. Indiana Jones looks sick. It's crazy. Fortnite, man. What a crazy video game. Like running around with Ninja Turtles is wild. You know, when I was saying on the, Xbox should partner up with Amazon and do a lot of their stuff as video games, you know, their IP. Like their superhero game be goddamn Invincible. Like they got the Connect already because the boys is in Call of Duty. They just added 2 characters. This girl, what's her name? Maeve, not Maeve, right? That's the name. I don't know if that's the name. Or is that? I don't even remember, man. But you know, the Wonder Woman girl, and then the Flash dude, the fast dude. I forgot his name too. I told you I'm horrible with names. But yeah, even though I watched that show twice and watched you know, Generation V, horrible with names. I remember Homelander though. That's it. And Butcher. Yeah. Crazy. And that's the thing, like this year, we'll probably see Perfect Dark now in the summer. A couple other games that we've heard about for a while, like Gears 6. Like if we see Perfect Dark in Gears 6 this year, it's gonna be crazy. Cause like I'm really looking forward to them finishing Kate's story with Gears 6. I hope they don't do something where they like, oh yeah, we just doing something else. And nah, like y'all started this shit with 4, with 5, and I love 5. Like I just ran through 5. That was the last Gears I played, 5 and Hive Busters. And I'm like, you can't tell me, like, I know people are going to debate, oh, my favorite is this. I'm like, you can have favorite moments. I know 3 got fire moments in it. But I think overall the best game, field-wise and everything, is 5. That single play was great. I love the choice of, you know, experiencing it in the order I wanted to. Yeah, I like all of that. The skiff, you know, riding around. I just wish if they did that again, they have more things to fight in between the places on your axe, you know, scared just shooting and stuff. That would be cool. Like actually add combat there. But they'll probably get rid of that completely because so many people have been vocal about that. Oh yeah, it wasn't all that. Like, come on, damn. Don't worry, I got a good partner here. I be playing with randoms, but sometimes you get good randoms. I got a good partner here. Don't worry. Yeah, man. Indiana Jones. You know, like anything negative you hear about that, because that looked perfect. Anything you could have wanted from a first-person Indiana Jones was in that trailer. Come on, before it started, I said, yo, he better wrap the whip around the neck, pull him, punch a dude. Like, you got to do that. And they did it, and it was fire. And I popped. I was like, yeah, crazy. Crazy. Get my spirit. You know what? I'm gonna let this rock. But while I'm here, I said, let's actually watch that Indiana Jones trailer again on full screen. I'm coming back right now. I'm about to get busy.
Let me tell you what you are missing, Dr. Jones. While you were playing your pointless game, I was playing you. You're wondering if maybe...
You know, I wanted to see it, make sure I show this all in full screen.
Instead of ending up here, dead and forgotten in the sense of Africa.
Bust him in the head. Even with no arms, still got a hit. Come on, I would have been tight if I was the bad guy. Like, how do your your little lackeys there respect you after that?
History.
And I like that you see his hands in first person, like, actually
to interpret the
touch the stuff. It's not like, oh, point and click old school games. Like, no, he's actually pulling the switches and picking up the artifacts and stuff like that. Lighting the match. It's cool.
Just waiting.
You see it and it pops out third person. You see him pull the switch. So you're getting the best of both worlds. You're getting the best of both worlds.
Run away from your
You're getting the best of both worlds.
Indiana.
Watch me.
Hit him with the hammer to the head. Done. And I like when he hit the guy in the hand and he actually flinched. Like, yo, hit me in the hand. Like, hilarious.
Spiritual significance.
Because we haven't seen stuff like that since I felt like Perfect Dark on 64. Where you used to shoot the dude in the toe and they used to hop.
Get a perfectly aligned
Like, how we haven't seen stuff like that since 64? It's crazy. Nice. And I'm going to say this in advance before the game even comes out.
It ain't a walk in the park.
Like, swinging onto a blimp and trusting the whip to just latch on is batshit crazy. Batshit crazy. Crazier than this, legitimately. And that would never work because the minute you jump off the plane would be going. Physics don't work that way. I'm just saying, it's cool, but it ain't real. It ain't reality. That's not the way shit works.
The Great Circle.
Yeah, this 4K upload was sick. You know how old that was?
You have any idea how old that was?
Wish list today. All right, hold up. Let me that's pretty much all they put out, because they ain't really a Hellblade trailer. So, and I'll switch back actually. So on camera. Even though it's dark as hell right now. Yeah. definitely can't wait for that game. It's basically first person Uncharted, yo. And if you love Uncharted, you should be excited for Indiana Jones, because that's what Uncharted was basically based off. It was based on, I say it was Indiana Jones, and gameplay wise, it was 007, Everything or Nothing, and Tomb Raider, for a fact. Because people didn't play 007, Everything or Nothing were really like truly blown away by Uncharted. It's like people who didn't see Blade, who they were crazy blown away by The Matrix. Like, we've never seen stuff like this. Bullet time. I was like, you didn't see Blade? Like, a year ago or more? Like, yo, what you talking about? But anyway, it's something like that, you know? But, yeah. It's crazy. Everything or Nothing, you were like swinging, running down the building, shit blowing up. It was such a good game. And From Russia with Love actually kept that style, but it being more old school, like the gadgets and stuff. It was different from Everything or Nothing. Those EA Bond games, yo, they used to be fun. Nightfire, Agent of the Fire. Those were good. GoldenEye, not so much. But then the GoldenEye that was made with Daniel Craig was good. The Wii one. It had the Gold Pro controller. I wonder if they'll announce some. Hopefully they'll announce them before the damn games come out and not after, like the Starfield one. But some console wraps, you know, that are like Indiana Jones or Hellblade. You know, Aura. It ain't coming to Xbox. Who cares? It will one day. You know what I'm saying? Eventually. Yeah. Wasn't I already supposed to be back? What happened? Oh, that's right. I think she had to run. It's a good game, right? It's a good match. It's a good match. But yeah, once it's done, I'm gonna wrap this up, and then I'll probably be back later on streaming some Prince of Persia. You know, we could talk more then about everything in this show. This was just the beginning. The thing is, this is what I'm saying. Like it's like it's been a constant, you know, drop of game shows, game like places to see brand new games. That it's just been like consistently like this. Also now, like this is the norm to me. Like people, you know, acting surprised about it. It's like this is the norm. Phil Spencer even said it out his mouth. Like people don't be listening to what the dude be saying, and he said we not have enough games, enough, you know, teams that we could put on shows like all year round, all the time. So it's easy now for them to just deliver, you know, good shows. And that's why they did what they did. I forget the exact name of that partner show that they did in November, but I know it was like a partner showcase or something like that. And the Game Awards, you know, everybody was in the frenzy because of Blade. And it's like, yeah, Blade is a little bit away, but you know, they making that. And now you see Indiana Jones. And the shit looks literally like the best Indiana Jones thing since like the third movie. You know, so that's also a big deal. Like, and I've heard people say, "Oh yeah, but you know, do people even care about Indiana Jones?" I'm like, what? The IP doesn't matter that much in video games. Is it gonna be a great game because the dude can make for a good game? I mean, you've played stuff like Uncharted, right? It's like people who ain't gonna care. It's like, how many games right now do you play that they come out with and it's literally just generic white dude? At least this one, it's like, yeah, this one is Indiana Jones. They know him or heard of him or something like that. I'm like, why is that even the conversation for this game now? And I said, oh, because I get it, because it's exclusive to Xbox. So now we got to debate whether people are going to want to play a game starring a man who's running around beating people up and shooting stuff, which 90% of video games do. Just to be clear, like, you see how ridiculous that sound? It's crazy. And you saw that W? That was crazy. But yeah, I guess I'll leave it with that because, you know, there's going to be a lot of stupid stuff said. But yeah, not around these parts. So yeah, that's gonna do it. Thanks to everybody who came through and tuned in. Make sure you like, comment. Definitely like, and let people know NXbox Podcast is a thing. And yeah, I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.